Hello, it's Lucky here again. This is another tutorial on how to download a video from YouTube. Yeah, okay, so I'll go to my browser and, of course, go to YouTube. And oh shit, I don't have internet, so let me just connect my internet now. I forgot to do that. Okay, so let's just hold on a bit while it's connected now. Alright, so this should work. So I just need to refresh. Okay, so it's loading. Alright, so I would technically search for the video I want to download. Let me just use any video as an example. Okay, time must know website. Well, let me use this. So I click on this time must know website, and while it's loading, it's gonna want to start playing. Right, so pause it. I don't need it to play here. I'll come to the address bar and I'll make sure that this entire address is showing, right? Then I want to remove from just after the dot, before the y, between the dot and the y, all that, and insert ss. Then we are good. Enter. Press enter there. Okay, it's loading. Let me just hold it. Right. It's taking some time. Okay. Alright. Now this process can be done both on your device, your mobile device, and your computer device. Follow the same steps. For mobile device, I would recommend that you use UC browser. Okay, I feel it's easier and makes better sense. So the link is processing, so just need to wait. Okay, now it's done. So of course you click download and the video starts downloading. Depending on how you download, I use this guy here, free download manager. If you want it, I can just make a request and I'll create a video on how to get it, right? Okay, so basically that's it. In most cases, it just gets downloaded to your system. You see these things here, and it just comes under and starts downloading. That is, we are using the Chrome browser. Yeah, so I click on download and it begins to download for me. So I don't think I need it, right? So I'll just pause the download. Okay, 24 megabytes is not much. No knowledge is a waste. Let me allow it. Alright, so that's it for how to download a video from YouTube. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Okay, so let's learn how to create a website. The first thing you must do in creating a website is to have what is called a directory. A directory is simply a folder. A directory is simply a folder that contains all the files that is going to be used to create, or that's been used to create the website that you're designing, right? So in that directory, we would have what is called the index file. The index file is usually the first page of a website. You can have the image files, the video files, the audio files if needed, and every other file that your website may need. Okay, so we'll just name this directory web design right? For a lack of better name, web design. Okay, so I'm going to open it up now. Okay, then I want to begin to create my folders, subfolders to contain different kind of files. So I'm going to create, first what I want to create is images, yeah. And next folder I want to create is video. The next folder I want to create is audio. Yeah. And okay, so let's leave it this way for now. So we're just going to minimize this. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is talk about where our codes will be written. The environment for writing your code is called a text editor. There are several of them out there. There is Sublime, there is Notepad++, there is Atom, there is Coffee Cup, there is Visual Studio Code, and all of that. But the one we want to use for this tutorial is Notepad++. Alright, Notepad++. I can make a video on how to download it. I don't want to go into it. You can also we can send you the link if you want, or you can just go on YouTube and check it out. So, or Google how to download Notepad++. But we're going to be using Notepad++ because it inculcates the discipline of writing your code from start to finish, right? Okay, that's how I learned it. I think it's cool, right? Yeah, it's stressful, but you learn better using an environment like that. Okay, so basically let's go right in. I've already downloaded it, I have it, and this is how it looks like. This is Notepad++. This is the environment, so you just simply type stuff and you see it. Okay, alright. Now that we have our directory set, this is our Notepad++, our text editor is set. The next thing I want to do is create a new file. So I already have a new file open for me. It's all happens when you open Notepad+ for the first time. It just creates a new file for you. So I'm going to save this. I want to save this file. Go to file, the directory that I created as the index file. So when this save window opens, I have to be sure that I am in the directory, right? So I'll look up here. This is htdocs. I don't have htdocs in my directory. My directory is not called htdocs. So I'll need to navigate to the desktop and search for it. Okay, web design. So I open it up and I save. I save as index.html. Index.html because the language you want to use is HTML, right? Now we're going to be learning about HTML next. So index.html. The index file because this is going to be the first page of the website. When people visit this website, this is the page they should see first, and it's from this page they will navigate to every other page of the website. Alright, and the .html is what we refer to as the extension type. Okay, it is the extension type that informs the computer system and the browser what type of file this is. Alright, every file in your system has an extension type. Every file in the system, pictures have .jpg, .png, Microsoft Word has .docx, PowerPoint .pptx, and all that. So that's how the extension types are categorized. Alright, so our name rather. Okay, so we save this and we see that this has changed from u1 to index.html. Now let's talk about HTML. First up, what does it mean? HTML simply means hypertext markup language. Why hypertext markup language? Why is it a markup language? It is a markup language simply because it makes use of tags. What are tags? Tags look like this. Tag. Tag. So this basically, this is a tag. This is the start tag and this is the end tag. Or you could say this is the open tag and this is the close tag. Okay, now what are tags used for? Tags are used for creating web page content. And when I say web page content, I mean things like text, images, text, images, videos, lines, effects, what else is there? And several other things. Okay, but basically links, links, buttons, you know, and a lot of other things. Okay, that's what tags are for. All right. So for instance, text, we have text like heading text, paragraph text, and all that. And the images, basically we just have images, videos, links, and buttons. So we are going to be getting into all of these and how it is done. But one of the few important things you need to know about tags is that a tag has to have an open and a close. And as you can see, the difference between the open tag and close tag is this slash here. You mustn't miss this. This is the difference. There are tags that are known as self-closing, such as image tags. We're going to get there, you're going to understand it better. Alright. So having known this, we'll move straight into, you know, writing the code. So the first thing you want to do is to declare your document type. The document type is simply the version of HTML you are using. There are several versions of HTML, all right, but the latest version is HTML5. And how to declare HTML5 is a doc type HTML. This is it. Sorry, I missed something here. It's supposed to be on the exclamation. Yeah, thank you. So this is it. This is how you declare the doc type, the document type, or the version of HTML that you are using. So, so that the browser will understand that you're working on HTML5, right? Yeah. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is now declare HTML. Of course, you know, is to open an HTML tag and then close it. HTML tag. Oh, sorry. So we've done this, and then we'll create a space. Now for the content. Now everything between the open tag of HTML and the close tag of HTML, you know, is the content of the website or of the web page, right? Okay, so the next thing I want to do, just under the HTML, the open tag of the HTML, I want to create what we call the head. Now, just to show that the head tag and everything is under the HTML tag, we'll indent it forward by click or pressing that or pressing the tab key. All right, so we'll just tab it forward, and then we create the head tag, close it, head. Okay, and then the next thing we want to do, let's just also create a space here because we're going to bring some things inside there. Okay, the next one to do is create body, the body tag. Okay, let me just do this and this body. Okay, so I want to create more space in here. All right, so basically this is the basic architecture or structure of HTML. So we have the HTML tag that informs the browser that this is an HTML document. This informs the browser the version of HTML we are about to write. This tells the browser that this document is the HTML document, and this is the head. Now the head is like the brain of the work, right? This is where whatever is written here doesn't appear on the browser. You don't see it on the browser, it just works in the background, right? Now what you put in the body tag is what you see on the browser. Everything in the website that you see was done within the body tag. We're done within the body tag. Alright, so we're going to create something. Okay, in the head tag I'm going to do something. Alright, so I just tapped forward to show that whatever I want to write in the head tag is under the head tag. Okay, that's why I indented it forward or tapped it forward. Alright, so we're going to do a title tag here. Title tag, okay, that's it. And then we're going to give our website a title and we'll call it home. Let's just call it home. Okay, and see how that works. Alright, so we're going to whenever you're done and you want to see how what you've done would appear on your browser, you have to save first. So you see this save icon here is red. Now when I save Ctrl S, it changes to blue. That's how you know that what you've done is saved. If you don't save, then it's not going to affect on the browser. So now that I've saved, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to navigate straight to my folder, my directory, and then I would open this on my browser. That's the index.html, in a browser by clicking. Some of you would have to right click and open with Chrome or Firefox. Okay, so this is my browser and this is what I'm working on. This is, you can see, index.html. And what we have just done, the title we created, title tag we created, helped us to identify our tag. It's the title of our page, home, right? So this is what effect it created. Okay, all right. Now it can be anything. It can be, look at this is Google, right? So this is, it can be anything. Okay, so let's move on to putting something on our body. Okay, now the first thing we want to learn in our body tag is heading, right? Heading. So heading, there are 6 levels of heading. You know what heading is? Heading is simply, the title of a paragraph, right? Usually there are 6 levels of heading. You have heading 1 to heading 6, and the heading is implemented with the H tag. So the first level is H1. So I'm just going to type this is a heading, just to test it. So heading. So I save this guy and I move on to the browser and I refresh. I won't have to go back to the index or HTML in the directory to run it from there anymore. All I need to do is refresh. Keep refreshing and keep showing. So this is the effect of what we just did, right? This is the heading, so it's showing. Now let's check out the second level. So still within H2. Yep. So this is another heading. So close this H2. Alright, so I told you we open, then we close. This is the content. Whatever this content is what appears on your browser. And your browser understands with a tag. Your browser understands with the tag that this is H2, and it implements it accordingly. Alright, so this is red now. I will save and it changes to blue. Then I go to my browser, refresh my browser, and the H2 appears. Okay, so now we can do this till H3, and as you would notice, you know, the higher we go, the smaller the size of the text. If we write for H3, we are going to see that H3 will be smaller than H2, as H2 is smaller than H1. So that's all about heading. So part of your task after this video will be for you to implement H3 to H6. So I'll leave that to you. Now let's see how paragraph looks like. The paragraph, let's see how it looks like. Now paragraph, to create a paragraph, we are going to, HTML uses the p tag. So I'm just going to type this, something quite long. This is a paragraph. Okay. I am learning how to create a website, and this is part of the process. Okay, now we close it here. Okay, don't forget to close, it's very important. Now we go back, we save and review and refresh, and as you can see, this is a paragraph on learning how to create a website, and this is part of the process. Okay, now if we had continued typing, this text would be so long that it could get to the end of the screen. I have never seen a paragraph like that before on any website. What we can do two things. The first we can implement now, the second we implement later. Right? Now the first thing we will do is to apply break tags where we want the text to break. So if we want the text to break at this point, we'll apply the break tag here. So if the break tag is here, okay, the other part of the text can, okay, and here, and maybe here at part. So let's do that. So a break tag is a self-closing tag. So you apply a break tag here, simply be arrow, then we move forward. After part, we want to apply another one, the arrow. So this breaks the text at this point, and at this point. So we save, go to our browser, refresh, and then this is what we have. So you see that's broken the text at this point. So that is that about paragraphs. Now let's look at the next tab. The next tab we're looking at is what? Let's look at links, right? Let's look at links. Okay, now linking basically is how you connect pages of your websites. Okay, how you connect pages or how you connect parts of your website. So one part of your website will link to another part of your website. Otherwise, it could be how you connect your website to another website. Okay, so how you connect your website, pages of your website, we can call that internal linking. And how you connect your website to other websites, you can call that external linking. So we'll just, and the link is created using an anchor tag. An anchor tag is called an anchor tag, but it's denoted by an A tag. Now, this A tag comes with something called an attribute. It comes in an attribute. An attribute simply tells you more about, gives you more features about a tag. Okay, and the attribute has a format. The attribute has a format, and this is the format. For anchor tags, the attribute for anchor tag is it's href, right? I think it means hyperreference, equal to, then this guy, right? Then it closes the open tag. Now this is the format of an attribute. Whenever you want to write an attribute, this is the format of an attribute. It is usually written within the open tag, okay, just a space away from the tag letter, okay. Then the name of the attribute, an equality sign, and open and close quotes, right? Now let's just say click me. Click me will be the content, right? Then we close the A tag. Now understand something. Let me explain what this is. What this is doing now. Click me is what you see as a user when you go to a website. This is what shows. This is what appears. This is what you click on. Now, whatever you put here is the destination. This is the destination. Whatever you put here is the destination. So I probably will just put google.com here and see what happens. Let me just have google.com, an external link, okay, and see what happens. Alright, so this is how you create a link. Now the A tag can be used for several other things, and I'm going to show you after now. Alright, so we save, and then we go to our browser and we refresh, and then it shows. Now when I click on it, it should take me to Google's website of Google. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, I see. Now what we're going to do, let's go back. It's not working. What we're going to do now is this. Okay, let's come to the website of Google. Click on this. Let's see if this will work. I want to copy this entire link, and then come back to my text editor and put it here. Okay, it's supposed to work. It's not working. Okay, let's try this. Save and refresh again and click. Yeah, it's working now. So it has to be the entire link, the HTTPS, the slashes, and all that for it to work. Let's go back to our page. So that's working now. Okay, now please let me say this at this point. You don't cram codes. You are not meant to cram codes. You just get used to them. What I'm writing now, I did not cram. I got used to it. So the more you practice, the more you get used to these things. So I advise that you practice a lot. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we want to look at is how to use this anchor tag for several other purposes. Okay, but in the meantime, I'm just going to I think we should stop here for now, so you can actually get used to this. You write these simple codes, and then and those other purposes that, or whatever, those other things that these anchor tags can be used for are things like you can use it to create a downloadable file. Like you could create an audio file that is downloadable, you could create a video file that is downloadable, you create a document file, whether it is Word document, PowerPoint, Excel document that is downloadable. Okay, that's going to be your task. After you are done with this video, you make a research on how the anchor tag can be used to create downloadable files, downloadable video files, downloadable audio files, downloadable document files, both Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. So that will be your task. All right. So I'm going to stop here. I hope you've gotten, you've learned something. Okay. I look forward to seeing what you do. All right. So in our next class, we're going to create those files. We're going to do solve the task in the next video, and we're also going to see how images work. I'm going to see other tags. Alright, this is much you can do for now, just an introduction. In our next class or next video, we're going to do more. Alright, thanks for sticking around. See you in our next